Welcome, folks. This is the second iteration of the Online Quiz League's Intercontinental Series of matches that, in order to be legally distinct from the Ryder Cup, we have named after two figures in our respective quiz worlds. Magnus Magnusson, the venerable host of Mastermind, and Alex Trebek, the beloved mustache enthusiast of Jeopardy! There's a number of other matches going on concurrent, but this one is our main event of the evening or afternoon, as it pits the top two teams the leagues have to offer against one another. Representing the UK and Ireland are two-time Division 1 champions Quiz Machine Kills Fascists, Oliver Levy, Ned Pendleton, Peter Ediss, and Captain Paul Sinha. Facing them are the USA's Division 1 champions 4 out of 5 Cats, Captain Colby Burnett, Dylan Minarik, Amanda Walker, and Charlie Fritz. We've already performed the coin toss. Quiz Machine will be going first in the first half. Now, as a general reminder, please keep your hands on screen while questions are active. You have 15 seconds to answer or pass a question. I'll give you a 5-second warning. Is everybody ready to begin?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Do it.
So, the first question of round one will be going to Oliver. Oliver. When The Godfather won the Academy Award for Best Picture at the 45th Awards in March 1973, which musical film was also nominated? The film starred Liza Minnelli in a Best Actress award-winning performance and Michael York, and was set around the Kit Kat Club in Berlin.
Cabaret.
Cabaret is correct for 2 points. Question 1B for Colby. Colby, the internet top-level domain .cw, Charlie Whiskey, belongs to which island of the Caribbean, a constituent part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands?
So, Curacao.
Curacao is correct for 2 points.
Good work.
2A for Ned. Ned, in game theory, what Nobel laureate gives his name to the type of equilibrium where no one can gain by unilaterally changing their strategy?
Peter has
Nash.
4.
Nash is correct for 2 points to Ned. 2B for Dylan. In which 2013 action-adventure game developed by Naughty Dog did players control Joel, a smuggler tasked with escorting a teenage girl Ellie across a post-apocalyptic United States?
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us is correct. That's Peter, 3A. Literally translating as bathing cloth, what is the name for a light cotton kimono that might be worn in the summer or after a bath in Japan? Five seconds.
Sochi.
That is incorrect. 4 out of 5 Cats.
Dylan.
Yukata.
Yukata is correct for a point to Dylan.
Good. Nice job, D.
3B goes to Amanda. Amanda, which Anglo-American poet wrote the play Murder in the Cathedral and the collection 4 quartets? This man's initials stand for Thomas Stearns.
Oh, that made it easier. T.S. Eliot.
T.S. Eliot is correct for 2 points. Paul, what is the regnal name of the current holder, custodian of the 2 holy mosques? Five seconds. That is to the team.
Ned.
Salman.
King Salman of Saudi Arabia is correct.
Nicely
1
done.
point to Ned. And to bring the round to a close, Charlie. Perhaps their biggest hit to date was 2012's I Love It, which featured Charlie XCX. Swedish pair Caroline Hjeldt and Aino Jaro perform electropop under which stage name?
Icona Pop.
Icona Pop is correct for 2 points. End of round 1, Ian.
At this stage, we have Quiz Machine Kills Fascists 5, 4 out of 5 Cats, Full House 9 points.
5. Okay. Oliver, round 2 begins with you. A Spanish word for marinade has morphed into what Latin American dish in which seafood is cured in an acidic liquid such as citrus juice? Five seconds.
Ceviche.
Ceviche is correct.
Nice.
2 points. 1B for Colby. Olga Korbut, Nellie Kim, and Larissa Latina were famous names in which Olympic sport?
Artistic gymnastics.
Gymnastics alone is fine. That's correct for 2 points.
I don't want to talk about clubs and balls and whatnot.
Boy.
Ribbons.
Ned, your question. What was the commonly used name of the All-Union Leninist Young Communist League, which was the state-established youth organization in the Soviet Union? Participation in local collectives by this name became a path to party leadership for leaders including Yuri Andropov.
Could you read that again, please?
I can. What was the commonly used name of the All-Union Leninist Young Communist League, which was the state-established youth organization in the Soviet Union? Participation in local collectives by this name became a path to party leadership for leaders including Yuri Andropov. Yeah. 5 seconds. To the team.
Peter.
Articist.
That is incorrect. 4 out of 5 cats.
Dylan.
Shatnitz.
No, the answer is Komsomol.
It was calm something. Never going to get there. All right.
Excellent. Excellent. Dylan, your own question. Which province of South Africa is by some distance the smallest in area, but has the largest population? It is home to both Johannesburg and Pretoria.
Gauteng.
Gauteng is correct for 2 points. Peter 3A. In the 2000 British film Quills, Kate Winslet plays the character of Maddie Leclerc. Which actor played the leading role of the Marquis de Sade?
Rush.
Jeffrey Rush is correct for 2 points. 3B, Amanda. Which composer, 1804 to 1857, founded the Russian operatic tradition with his A Life for the Tsar and his fairy tale piece Ruslan and Lyudmila?
Dylan is sure of this. I will pass.
Go ahead, Dylan.
Linka.
Mikhail Glinka is correct for a point to Dylan.
Excellent.
That's deep cut. All right.
Good job, Dylan.
4A for Paul. According to at least several sources, what is the most common tree in Britain? Its nuts are stereotypically and accurately beloved by squirrels. A general one-word answer is acceptable.
Oak.
Oak is correct. English oak, but oak is acceptable. And 4B is Charlie. Charlie, Chinua Achebe took the title of his novel Things Fall Apart from a line in which W.B. Yeats' poem?
What's the name of it? Oh, this is embarrassing.
5 seconds. Team.
Go ahead, Amanda.
The Second Coming.
The Second Coming is correct.
That's what it's called. Woof. Nice job, Amanda.
Thank you.
Ian.
No worries.
Quiz machine got 6 for 11. Cats got 6 for 15.
15. Okay, Oliver. Round 3, 1A. A group called the Mau revolted against New Zealand's colonial rule of which island country? Post-independence, this country dropped the word Western from its name.
Samoa.
Samoa is correct, 2 points. Colby. Which American artist is best known for her complete untitled film stills, a series of 70 black and white photographs of her playing iconic film roles taken by a variety of women?
I'm not going to do this. I pass to Dylan.
Cindy Sherman.
Cindy Sherman is correct, point to Dylan.
Nice.
Ned, 2A. What pricey New York City toy store was founded by a German-American entrepreneur whose given names were Frederick August Otto? Five seconds. To the team.
FAO Schwartz.
FAO Schwartz is correct for a point to Paul. Dylan 2B. Which section of an orchestra most commonly contains instruments such as timpani, the snare drum, and the cymbals?
Percussion.
Percussion is correct for 2 points. Peter 3A. What is the general term for the use of direct electrical current to drive a chemical reaction? The term was coined by Michael Faraday and includes a suffix for dissolution or breakdown.
Can you say that again, please?
Of course. What is the general term for the use of direct electrical current to drive a chemical reaction? The term was coined by Michael Faraday and includes the suffix for dissolution or breakdown.
Electrolysis.
That is correct for 2 points.
Right.
Amanda 3B. Which Australian state capital lies on the Torrens River, which empties into Gulf St. Vincent?
Go ahead and say that again, please.
Which Australian state capital lies on the Torrens River, which empties into Gulf St. Vincent? You've got 5 seconds.
I'll pass.
All right, Brisbane.
It is not Brisbane. That's over.
Adelaide.
Adelaide is correct for a point.
Alvars. Okay.
Should have been more confident. Thought it was the Gulf down here.
And that is what
Sorry.
I would have made a wild guess at, but it was less than a 2, so I didn't.
It's okay.
Paul, your own question. Peter Engel is best known for his work on Saved by the Bell, but he also produced many other teen comedies, including which show that ran from 1992 to 1997 and focused on the titular high school band?
Can you say that again? Are we allowed to ask to hear that again?
I'll give it again. Peter Engel is best known for his work on Saved by the Bell, but he also produced many other teen comedies, including which show that ran from 1992 to 1997 and focused on the titular high school band?
Peter.
California Dreams.
Is correct for a point to Peter.
Whoa, great answer.
I'm the right age, Paul.
Deep cut.
And Charlie. In the news recently for being part of the despised European Football Super League, what is the surname of the family who own both Manchester United and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Glazer.
Glazer is correct for 2 points, and I'll save my comments on them lest I be sued. Ian.
7 for 18 for Quiz Machine and 5 for 20 for Cats.
Okay, thank you very much. Round 4, the last of the current format, with Oliver going first again. Ollie, first known as Business Language Version 0 or B0, what was the name of the English-like programming language created by Grace Hopper that was eventually used to create COBOL?
Oh.
5 seconds. To the team.
Nothing here, is there? Pass.
I'll need pass. Cats in that case.
Go ahead, Dylan.
Likely would have said COBOL if it weren't for that. BDL.
That is incorrect. The answer is Flowmatic.
Oh, no. Never heard of it.
Flowmatic.
That's hard.
A person with a literal computer science degree not pulling that. Great.
Well, a computer science degree earned in the 2010s.
Okay.
Very well.
Colby, your question. Both blind, which couple from Mali were nominated for a Grammy Award for their 2008 album Welcome to Mali? They have the surnames Bagayoko and Doumbia respectively.
All right, I'm gonna need that one more time, please.
Yeah, okay. Both blind, which couple from Mali were nominated for a Grammy Award for their 2008 album Welcome to Mali? They have the surnames Bagayoko and Doumbia respectively.
Yep, this is for Europeans. So
5 seconds.
Ducor.
That is incorrect. Over to Quiz Machine.
Madhu and Mariam.
Amadou and Mariam is correct for a point to Paul. Ned. It was recently revealed that the Kardashian family were a big inspiration behind the fictional Featherington family, in which period drama, which premiered on Netflix on 25th of December 2020.
What was the name of the family?
Featherington. Or at least that's how it's
Brid-
spelled.
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton is correct for 2
Played
points.
Ned.
Dylan. In the Bible, Noah's 3 sons were Shem, Ham, and which other?
All I get, huh?
5 seconds.
I'm not gonna risk it. Pass.
Japheth.
Japheth is correct for a point to Charlie, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. 3A for Peter. Peter, what Virginian was the President of the United States when British forces occupied Washington, D.C. in 1814? 1814. Five seconds.
Madison.
Madison is correct for 2 points.
Good courage, mate. Good courage.
Amanda, 3B. Which New Zealand golfer won his only major championship at the 2005 US Open?
Oh dear. I don't see anybody has anything.
5 seconds.
Chloe probably has a better chance of naming. I will pass.
Clink.
Say that again, please.
Clink.
That is incorrect. Over to quiz machine.
Peter.
Campbell.
Michael Campbell is correct.
Yeah, that wasn't
Point to
happening.
Peter.
I didn't care. I was like,
Sure.
oh no, New Zealand
Sure.
golfer. Okay.
All 4A. 12 years after her hit song I Wanna Love You Forever came out, what singer and former portrayer of Daisy Duke announced her pregnancy by dressing as a mummy for Halloween with the caption, "It's true, I am going to be mummy"?
Bark.
That is incorrect. Over to Cats.
Simpson.
Jessica Simpson is correct.
Oh,
Good.
sorry.
Point to Colby. And finally, Charlie. Switzerland is one of 2 European countries whose flag is a red background with a white cross. What is the other?
Can I get a quick repeat for that?
Yep. Switzerland is one of 2 European countries whose flag is a red background with a white cross. What is the other? 5 seconds.
Denmark.
Denmark is correct.
And a rogue.
Almost set the colors backwards, so I put my
Yeah,
fist
I
down.
had to make sure I had them in the right order in my
Okay.
head, and yeah.
Thank you. End of the round, end of the half. Ian?
Halfway, 6 for 24 for quiz machine and 4 for 24 for Cats.
Ooh.
Great.
Somehow fitting.
It's a good one.
Okay. Round 5 begins and we switch the order, so it will be Colby taking the first question. Colby, 1A. As well as Saved by the Bell and California Dreams, Peter Engel took over as producer halfway through the first series of which teen comedy show that was set in Indiana and focused on the struggles of Julie Connor as she breaks into the school male varsity basketball team?
Ooh.
5 seconds.
Hoops High.
Hoops High is incorrect. Over to quiz machine.
Good try.
Peter.
No, I know what it is now. Dang it.
Hold up.
Um,
So
I'm
Peter,
sorry.
Erie, Indiana.
It's
I'm
hang
afraid-
time. It's hang time.
hang time is correct.
Oh.
I just didn't.
Okay, Colby. Oh, you're almost there.
Colby, I don't know you, but it's not fair that you cause that much noise.
Yes,
I'm
please.
sorry. I was
Oh,
emotional, sir.
yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I understand.
Okay. 1B to Oliver. One of the group known as the Five, which composer of Russian operas 1839 to 1881 composed Boris Godunov, as well as the tone poem Night on Bald Mountain?
Modest Mussorgsky.
Is correct for 2 points. Dylan, What is the most common tree found in United States forests? Its most important product is typically served with pancakes. A general one-word answer is fine.
Maple.
Red maple, but maple is correct. 2
That
points.
fist was perfunctory.
Right. Ned, 2B. Which Australian state capital lies on the Swan River estuary?
Earth.
Perth is correct for 2 points. Amanda, 3A. What word meaning hash in Spanish has come to mean a Latin American dish of ground meat cooked with tomato and additional ingredients that may include raisins and olives? It's no minor sin to eat it.
Sit to eat it. I
5 seconds.
feel like I should have this, but Charlie is sure, so I will pass.
I'll pass to Charlie.
Peccadillo.
Peccadillo is correct.
Oh, good.
Nice get.
I should have been able to pull that. Good job.
No,
Can
speaking
everyone
Spanish helps.
Paul, can everyone see my hand signals? Because it's getting quite dark, but I just want to check.
I can see your hand signals. Yeah.
Especially, I bet if you hold it up against your shirt, contrast.
It's a bit awkward. Yeah.
Okay. 3B for Peter. In 2014, which avant-garde Japanese artist, known for her affinity with polka dots, became the most expensive living female artist at auction when White Number 28 sold at Christie's in New York for $7.1 million?
Usama.
Yayoi Kusama is correct for 2 points.
Paid.
4A for Charlie. A group called the Mau Mau, composed mainly of Kikuyu people, revolted against British rule in what modern country? Five seconds.
Fuck it up. I'll pass.
Go, Amanda.
Kenya.
Kenya is correct
Just
for a point
once.
to Amanda.
Sorry.
And lastly in the round, Paul. Doing so at the 1976 Summer Olympics, aged just 14, which Romanian gymnast became the first person to be awarded a perfect 10 score in gymnastics at the Olympics?
Comaneci.
Nadia Comaneci is correct for 2 points to Paul. End of the round, Ian.
That was 8 in Full House, 32 for Quiz Machine, and 428 for Cats.
Thank you very much. Okay, round 6, Colby. What is the regnal name of the current custodian of Christian and Muslim holy sites in Jerusalem? Since 1924, this obligation has always been assumed by the leader of the Hashemite family.
So Hussein II.
That is incorrect. Over to Quiz Machine.
Abdullah.
Abdullah is correct.
No, that's his father.
is.
That
It
is the current king's father.
So 1.2 Paul. 1B for Oliver. Which Anglo-American poet's best-known works include Funeral Blues, which experienced a resurgence in popularity after being featured in the film Four Weddings and a Funeral? His initials stand for Wystan Hugh.
W.H. Jordan.
W.H. Jordan is correct for 2 points. 2A Dylan. What Game of Thrones actress announced that she and her husband, whom she told on the show he, quote, knows nothing, were expecting a child in a September 2020 photo shoot for the UK's Make magazine?
Rose Leslie.
Rose Leslie is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Ned, 2B. Which South African golfer won his only major championship at the 2011 Masters? He became the third South African to do it after Gary Player and contemporary Trevor Immelman.
Is there a fist there?
I've got 3 fingers.
Oosthuizen.
That is incorrect. Over to Cats.
Dylan.
Is it Ernie Els?
No, it is
Shorts,
Charles,
isn't it?
Charles Schwartzel is the
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, I just
So an X there. Amanda, 3A. Grace Hopper created Flowmatic as part of a company named for two men, which she joined in 1949 to work on the UNIVAC project. Name either of these two men, typically cited as the creators of ENIAC.
First of ENIAC. Oh, okay.
5 seconds.
I see those fingers. I will pass.
Dylan.
Harry.
That is incorrect. Over to Quiz Machine.
Ned.
More.
No, the answers are J. Presper Eckert or John Mauchley or Mauchley.
It's wrong. Proto computer.
Excellent 3A. Okay, 3B. Peter. Known for his albinism, which singer-songwriter from Mali, a member of the country's namesake royal family, has released albums such as Koyan, Folon, and Mofo?
Peter.
Keita is correct. Salif
Yep.
Keita.
Brilliant.
2 points to Peter. 4A for Charlie. When The Godfather won the Academy Award for Best Picture at the 45th Awards in March 1973, which John Boorman thriller film was also nominated? The film stars John Voight and Burt Reynolds and includes a famous scene featuring dueling banjos.
Deliverance.
Deliverance is correct for 2 points. And Paul, finally, the internet top-level domain .sx, that's Sierra X-ray, belongs to which island of the Caribbean, a constituent part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands? Five seconds. To the team.
Peter.
Sabah.
That is incorrect. Over to Cats.
Chuck.
St. Martin.
St. Martin is correct. 1 point.
Is he gone?
50-50.
Yeah, question marks.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Ian.
St. Martin isn't a constituent part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands.
Half of it is.
Half of it is.
Yeah, so do I.
Well,
I tried to
the
say
island,
Sint.
it's the same way as saying they speak Spanish in Hispaniola. It is true.
I tried to say Sint, but I guess it's not a necessarily.
Saint Martin is also correct.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Ian.
That did steer me more towards Sabah.
Goes to this point.
Oh.
5.
I hear noise. Does anybody else hear noise?
Yeah, I hear
believe-
noise too.
I think
Yeah.
it's
I
in
think
the
it's from
background of
Ned.
Ned, unfortunately.
Yeah.
5:37 Quiz Machine. 5:33 Cats.
So
Okay.
37.
All right, we can do
33
this.
Quiz Machine. Okay, round 7 is Colby. Colby, Nash equilibrium is rare in games where only partial information is known. What British mathematician of the 18th century gives his name to such games and to a theorem that predicts outcomes based on conditions?
Well, Nash is a lot easier because of that film. So I will pass to Dylan.
A's.
Thomas Bayes is correct. 1 point to
Yeah,
Ned.
wow, that is different.
Bayesian problem.
Difficult.
That's
It sounds like you needed to adjust your priors.
Oliver. In which 2011 video game, developed by From Software and set in the fictional kingdom of Lordrun, do players control a cursed undead character on a pilgrimage to discover the fate of their kind? Five seconds. To the team.
Elder Scrolls.
It is not Elder Scrolls. Cats.
Dylan.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls is correct.
Oh,
Point to
Much
Dylan.
video game knowledge, Dylan.
Really odd pairs. Some really odd pairs.
Dylan, your own question. Spanish hitwoman Idoia Lopez Riano was the inspiration behind the character of Villanelle, played by Jodie Comer in which TV show? The title character is played by Sandra Oh.
Killing Eve.
Killing Eve is correct for 2 points. Ned. Adam and Eve's 3 sons were Cain, Abel, and which other?
Seth.
Seth
Yep.
is correct for 2 points. 3A, Amanda. What Welshman was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom when the American Sorry, I'll repeat that. What Welshman was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom when the American Expeditionary Force passed through London in 1917?
I see fists, so I should not guess. Pass.
Lloyd George.
Lloyd George is correct. David Lloyd
Good.
George.
I should put that.
Peter, 3B. 2 European countries have a flag which is comprised of just blue and white. Finland is one. Which Mediterranean country is the other? Five seconds.
Greece.
To the Greece is correct for 2 points.
Nicely done.
Well done.
At the buzzer.
4A, Charlie. What is the name for a pair of short, usually white socks that keep the big toes separated from the other toes, which are worn with thonged sandals in Japan?
Ooh.
5 seconds.
I will guess Tabi.
Is correct.
Nice
Point.
work, Chuck.
God,
Woo!
that was
Let's
hard.
go.
I wasn't
So-
sure if there was a word for shoes or socks, but now I know.
Also,
That is the only Japanese word for footwear that I know
Okay.
now. Great.
And
Good job.
finally, Paul, 4B. Perhaps their biggest hit to date was 2014's My Silver Lining. Swedish sisters Johanna and Clara Söderberg perform indie folk pop under what stage name?
First aid kit.
Is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
The song was not a hit in the US. I don't know if it was big over by you guys.
Ian.
They're a lovely group.
That was Quiz Machine 6 for 43, Cats 7 for 40.
Sorry, could you repeat that score? I couldn't hear it.
43-40 to Quiz Machine.
Thank you.
Going into the final round. Okay. Best of luck, everybody. Colby, your question. The Swedish word for her is the origin of half the name of what clothing retail conglomerate, a low-priced retailer usually known by its initials?
H&M.
H&M is correct for 2 points.
H&M. Sorry.
Oliver. Which province of South Africa is by some distance the largest in area but has the smallest population? In this province, only Kimberley and Uppington have a population of over 50,000 people. Five seconds. To the team.
Ned.
Orange Free State.
That is incorrect. Cats.
I'll say this is called Northwest.
It is not. It is the Northern Cape.
Hmm.
Northern Cape.
I didn't have it, so you're good.
It was. I knew it. I knew it had a direction. That's all I got.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Dylan, your question. What organ of the Soviet Communist Party presided over its day-to-day operations while the Politburo was responsible for its legislative affairs? The last 5 Soviet leaders all participated in this political organization. Five seconds.
I just have to go for it. The Secretariat.
Secretary is correct for 2 points.
Oh.
Gnarly.
Good job.
To be Ned. Ned, which section of an orchestra most commonly contains instruments such as the tuba, French horns, and trombones?
Brass.
Brass is correct for 2 points. Amanda. In the 2001 British film Iris, Kate Winslet appears as the young Iris Murdoch. Which actress starred as Iris Murdoch in her later years?
Judi Dench.
correct for 2 points.
Good.
3B is Peter. Peter, in the news recently for being part of the despised European Football Super League, which man is the principal owner of both Liverpool and the Boston Red Sox?
All game I've been expecting this and I cannot remember the surname. I'm really sorry. Pass.
Ned.
Henry.
John Henry is correct for a point.
So sorry.
Peter,
All game
Peter,
Score
Peter.
check, please.
Yes,
Peter.
agreed.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. Ian, please the score check.
Point. It is 46 each.
Okay. All right.
Wish I hadn't passed so much early in this game now.
I've been thinking about Adelaide every time since.
Okay.
Good luck, Paul.
Good luck, both of you. Charlie,
Yes.
here is your question. Named for France, what element with a melting point very near room temperature was discovered using electrolysis? Mendeleev had theorized this metal in his early periodic tables.
Gallium.
Gallium is correct for 2 points.
Good.
Well,
And
I've got to go
finally-
for it, guys.
Yeah, go on, Paul. You can do it.
Cormac McCarthy took the title of his novel No Country for Old Men from a line in which W.B. Yeats' poem?
Sailing to Byzantium.
Is correct for 2 points.
Well done.
Liverpool, brilliant.
Which,
Brilliant.
Ian, I believe,
That gives us 548 quiz machine and a full house and 48 for the cats.
Well
48.
played, guys.
believe
Good
Perfect.
luck, Paul.
that.
Brilliant.
Appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah. As I don't have a tie break, that ends on a tie, and
That's it, isn't it? It's a
appropriately
tie, yeah.
so.
Wow.
That is.
Wait, so title remains stateside, right?
I think we
comment
pulled
yet.
Mean Girls, break it in two.
Well, I'd
Thanks for
written, a little,
tolerating this nonsense of me playing outside, everyone, by the way. Thanks for that. Very kind.
I'd written a little thing saying congratulations to the winners and commiseration to the losers, but there are no losers here today.
We all win. No
You win.
commiseration. No
Well.
commiserations for you.
Yeah, exactly. Really, the only thing left to do is say well done to everybody playing.
Oh, it's a draw.
Exactly, some excellent answers, and thank you all for playing.
Good
It's
game,
been a
Ollie.
pleasure.
This was
Thank
great.
you for
Good game, y'all.
Well played, everyone.
scoring, Ian.
Thank you
Very,
very
very
much.
well.
Whew.